In 1914, during World War I, an amazing thing happened. During that time, 500,000 people were killed near the Belgian city of Ypres.
They deployed gas.
They deployed gas near this city, true. On December 24th, before Christmas, suddenly an amazing thing happened in the German trenches. Soldiers began to decorate them with garlands, putting up all sorts of lights. And later, they moved on to neutral territory. Both the French and the British also came out to the neutral territory from the enemy trenches. As a result, about 100,000 people gathered there. Given the major battles happening there, they were killing each other up until that point. They got together and a lot of fraternization began. They exchanged souvenirs, sang songs, traded buttons, tobacco, wine, and sweets, and played football with cans. In 2014, a monument was built to commemorate the event, a soccer ball. Can you imagine? Those who fought to the death and hated each other suddenly came out and started bonding. Naturally, the generals were instantly alarmed. Under threat of death, they were forced back into the trenches, and war continued. It lasted 4 years, and as you know, 20 million people died.
Yes.
Look, in that moment,
The war could have ended?
they could have ended it had the whole line of combat known, had everyone come out to gather like this. So here's my question. It's very timely, a hot topic now. Was it possible to end the war from below? Can this be ended from below?
No, if the soldiers wanted to, of course, they could. And what could those generals do?
This is truly amazing. Back then, they killed in cold blood with bayonets, fighting hand to hand. You're faced with all this blood. It's not just shooting guns and missiles. You face an enemy and feel hatred for them, and yet you go for such a bonding. That's what struck me, surprised and excited me. This is possible.
Undoubtedly, it's possible to turn everything around in one moment.
Even the most severe, deepest hatred?
Yes, yes, yes.
Must there be a catalyst that unites everyone? What should it be?
Nothing has to happen, I'm serious. It works just like in a fight that keeps going on, and suddenly, poof, the hatred dissipates, the reason behind it disappears, and in general, nothing is left of it.
And you think, what was that? Where did it come from? What was it? What is this miracle?
It's not a miracle. This is how we are controlled.
Meaning we need to be told that being in a state of hatred...
There is neither sense in hatred nor in love.
Really? Love too?
Yes, nor in love.
This is an interesting turn. There's no point in love either?
There's no point. What's the difference?
Well, how can you say what's the difference?
Well, there's no difference.
So emotionally it's the same outburst of emotions?
Of course.
Plus or minus?
Yes, yes, yes. You don't know what to do anymore, or why you love them or didn't love them. Nothing is left.
Yes, that's for sure. Nothing is left. All divorcees say, what did I ever love in him? That's right. But it was such love. Anyway, help us make sense of this, please. What kind of work is this from above?
The only way to make sense of this is with faith that is beyond reason. It is when we unite not based on our feelings but our ideas. That's all.
What should the main idea be?
There is only one idea. Rapprochement, closeness, connection, unification to the point of complete attachment, and even, I would say, merging.
Is this the desired state?
Yes.
What is the root of this?
The upper root. We come from the single upper root, therefore we must achieve this state.
That is, at the foundation of humanity is a single root?
Yes.
Unity, right?
Only the Creator.
The Creator.
Since He is one, unique and unified, He compels us to come to Him, if not willingly, then by coercion, either by suffering or with a slight effort.
How do we reach this root? Do we have some internal memory of it?
No, we have to realize that all this is contrary to it. Opposite of it is an absolute absurdity.
The opposite of the Creator or the opposite of unity?
The opposite of unity.
So we first have to be brought to realize that this is an absolute absurdity.
Yes.
By coercion, right?
Well, of course, to realize we can't come to anything good if we are the opposite of the Creator.
What about this random outburst of reason we discussed?
Such things did happen. It happened at war, in many places. What can you do? That's how we are made.
What do these outbursts show?
I think the whole situation should have been handled differently, but it was up to the generals and those in charge.
So they should have continued this flash mob?
Yes, join in.
join in and end the war.
Of course.
But it's against war motives.
Well, naturally.
So one way or another, the war is ended by those above, meaning not from above, but from those in command.
No, the war is ended from above.
From above?
Yes.
How do we implore to end the war from above?
With the realization of why we need it. Now that we've realized it, that's enough.
But what kind of realization is this? What is it?
That we've had enough already. We suffered so much. Now we promise to be good.
That's it, right?
Yes. Well, naturally it won't last long.
Will we be back at it?
Yes.
So is it a peace treaty with the Creator or a peace treaty with each other? Which is it?
This is a peace treaty between us.
Between us?
Yes.
And peace is the only thing that exists and should be?
Well, I think we're moving towards it somewhat.